Got it. Hey, Bobby.
Hi, how's it going?
Great. How's everything at the Durkee household?
It's good. Quiet.
Uh-oh.
Although I need to plan my city vacations better. This is my vacation week.
Oh, okay.
I want to know what that picture of Denny is.
That picture of Denny,
very
I
good picture.
think, was in Benton Harbor when they were doing the Guardian Angels.
Okay.
That was Jackson, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
That's when I was macho.
Yeah, dark hair. Woo.
Christmas. Okay, let's try that. There I go.
I will let everyone know we're still waiting on Tim. If we do get bombed, we'll end the meeting and log back on. It should be relatively quick. Bobby will have about 2 minutes thing. So there'll probably be a little bit of a gap on the webinar. I'll be starting that up pretty soon after this is done. I think this won't take more than 15 minutes. And I'll fire this the webinar up right away. So, but about 10 minutes into the last two public meetings we had is when it started to happen. I did put a waiting room on this, so if I see some of those weird names, I probably won't let them in. I'll give Tim a call. Share screen. Share. I just talked to Tim on the phone. He's logging in, right? He's logging in soon, and you'll see Kevin's iPhone. That's Kevin Murphy, the owner of Miniature Custom Molding.
Okay.
So,
Hello.
Kevin. We're just waiting on Tim Frisbee will be in, and then we'll be starting up right away. So,
Wonderful.
and Tim already knows if unfortunately we go through one of those Zoom bombing incidents, we had to keep it at a meeting. I'll hit the end meeting for all and then relog
Okay.
back in, and hopefully we get through it. I don't anticipate this taking more than 10, 12 minutes. So
Understood. Okay, great.
and we'll wait. Tim's hooking up now. Mute.
What do you want? So be right there.
All right, what did I just hit here?
Well, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
All right. right, we'll see, Tim's on, so we'll get him down mute. And, he must not have liked this connection or something. And we are recording, so we're just waiting on a technical thing to get the village president on, so. If anything, I'll try calling him. All right, I'm going, yeah, I've got you on, and we'll see with, why don't you say something, Tim, and we'll see if Gail can hear you. Gail will tell me. Go ahead.
Yeah, we should get this meeting called to order.
Okay, everyone is on the meeting. The meeting is recording, and Mr. Frisbee is on the cell phone. Here he comes on in the computer, so if you join, we'll see if
I'm watching the meeting once again right now, but we'll call the meeting to order. Tonight's Village Council work session, December 3rd, 21. And Mr. Mallory, if you'd lead us with the pledge of allegiance, I know you have a new flag.
I do, and we will call this up here. And I have the flag, but now I have to figure out there it is. Oh, please be seated.
Yes.
All right, and obviously Mr. Frisbee is having some problem. Oh no, there's Mr. Frisbee.
There's Frizzy, yeah.
I was wondering why you weren't answering me.
Yeah, let me now just. Okay.
Well, we'll just assume that was our moment of silence. So if you'd like to take roll call, please, Ms.
Yes, roll call. Trustee Reister,
Here.
Trustee Holmes,
Here.
Trustee Keller,
Here.
Trustee Wagner,
Here.
Trustee Merrill. She's on muting. Trustee Olson,
Here.
President Frisbee.
Here.
And Trustee Merrill, if you can hear me, just put a thumbs up. You're muted. But we all see her
She
and I
did put a
have her
thumbs up earlier. There
thumbs
she is.
up and we have her present. So I will get her unmuted here. So everyone's present, Mr. Frisbee.
So we all have an agenda in front of us. I would entertain some discussion or an approval of the agenda.
Does one of the Trustee Merrill moves to approve the agenda?
Support.
And support from Trustee Keller. We'll have a roll call vote. Trustee Reister,
Yes.
Trustee Merrill, trustee Merrill,
He's freezing up again.
yeah, trustee Olson,
Yes.
trustee Holmes,
Yes.
trustee Keller,
Yes.
trustee Wagner,
Yes.
president Frisbee.
Yes.
We'll try trustee Merrill again.
Yes.
And yes, the agenda is approved.
At this time, I don't see anybody else on the line, but we'll open it up for citizens' comments for the
Yeah,
agenda.
I believe the cell phone on the call, the 207 number is with Kevin's team. But if,
I believe
Oh,
that's Tracy McMillan.
okay,
207-1039 is Tracy McMillan.
All right.
Okay. then we can move forward.
So we need to make a motion. I'll entertain a motion to enter into the zoning board of appeals.
So moved.
Moved by trustee
Support.
Reister. In support from
Wagner.
trustee Wagner. Trustee Reister,
Yes.
trustee Keller,
Yes.
trustee Olson,
Yes.
trustee Holmes,
Yes.
trustee Merrill.
Me?
Tru-
Yep.
Thumbs
She's got
up
a thumbs
from
up.
trustee Merrill and trustee Wagner,
Yes.
president Frisbee.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
and we are now in the zoning board of appeals, and I would turn it over to from staff's point, Mr. Frisbee, to Mr. Durkey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Village Manager Mallory. Really briefly, for some of our newer members, what the Zoning Board of Appeals is, it is a quasi judicial body that can grant relief from the zoning ordinance standards. As staff, setbacks, building height, all the things we associate with zoning. Staff can't administratively grant exceptions. That's where the Zoning Board of Appeals come in. And in the village council serves as the Zoning Board of Appeals. And typically you grant relief based off of practical hardship. So that being said, the request is for a setback to build a building addition to Miniature Custom Manufacturing, which is at the northern end of North Legia Drive. It's an existing facility. And in 2015, a variance was granted for the eastern end of the building, which is the proposal that they're proposing in front of us, which is a 160 by 190 addition to the south. So along the eastern property line, a 25-foot setback is required, and their plans show a 15 foot and 3-inch setback. So the applicant is requesting the relief from the zoning for that, and some of the hardship explained was they have a large swath of land that is a conservation easement, stormwater detention, so they lose quite an amount of their own land, and then the development extends onto the vacant lot to the south. So when you go down there, you can see this lot to the south that is also owned by MCM. So the building addition there, you'll see proposed building, and again, the existing building was granted a variance in 2015. And similarly, in 2019, a variance was granted by the ZBA for a smaller addition. This building is 40 feet longer, so due to the longer length, a new hearing is required. And in addition to this, the request, the applicant would like to include the future development area. And to make sure there's a clear record, if the future addition area, I would recommend adding a condition to the approval that the setback shall apply to the future addition at the time of construction. So if there's any questions on any of the technical feasibility or any of the questions on this, the site plan was reviewed and approved by the Planning Commission, and they gave a favorable recommendation to the to the variance request, and then similarly, staff supports the variance request.
Is there any discussion on that? I can't say from this perspective, the motion was to approve the future setback so as to not make them come back in front of this body again in a couple of years to do it all over again. So it had been approved, and it's a smaller state what'd you say, back in 19, so it was fairly recently, but longer than a year, so they had to come back in front of us. And as they've grown, they've even outgrown the footprint that they first asked for. So our intention was to grant a future extension also.
Bobby, you're showing at the bottom, the future retention basin and then also the future parking lot. That's what, 18 spaces? Yeah, move it up a little bit.
Yep, 18 additional spaces.
Okay, and then there's the future retention basin at the bottom there.
Yeah, and for clarity's sake, in the event that future addition happens later, site plan review would still be a requirement. The variance request is simply to put a building 15.3 feet, not 25 feet from the eastern setback. So something that the ZBA needs to consider, you got to evaluate the request at hand.
Okay.
And there was also no comment from any of the residents within that 300-yard radius, as was A&O. It's just due east of that site, and they had no comments in against or for in that respect. So no, if there's no further discussion, I'd entertain well, do we have to motion, or we have to open a public hearing?
Point of order, President Frisbee, we need to open a public hearing.
Yes. Right. And is that
So
my motion?
I make a motion to open in the public hearing.
Okay, I had us going into the ZBA as the public hearing. We can do it again for public comments.
That's fine.
So when I had trustee Reister make the motion on, let me come back to the,
You had it listed separate in the agenda, that's why.
Right.
I would
Okay.
recommend
well,
holding
let's
it-
follow that, Carl. So we have, that's fine, a motion made by trustee Keller
Trustee Wagner, as support.
and trustee Wagner's in support. If there's no questions or comments, I'll take a roll call. And we'll go trustee Reister,
Yes.
trustee Keller,
Yes.
trustee Olson,
Yes,
trustee Holmes,
Yes.
trustee Merrill,
Yes.
trustee Wagner,
Yes.
president Frisbee.
Yes.
Okay. And now it would be for public comments that people can by Zoom indicate if they wish to make a comment. And you are correct, Mr. Frisbee. I rechecked again today and we still have not received any correspondence reference this public hearing.
I didn't know if Chief McMillan wanted to make a comment or,
He hasn't indicated,
all right. He had some good questions at the planning commission, but I think ultimately he was, he had no negative concerns.
No, the fire department supports the growth in the village and
President Frisbee, I'd like to hear from the owner of the property. How soon are they going to plan on, if this passes, how soon are they going to start work on this?
This is Kevin Murphy. I'm president and owner of Miniature Custom Manufacturing. We plan to break ground in April of 2021.
Kevin, this is Denny Olson. How many jobs is this expansion going to bring?
Oh boy, if I had a magic number to tell you, a lot. We've currently added 45 jobs this year.
Good.
So I see a similar number to that. It just, we're going to outgrow our next edition pretty quickly, but for right now, yeah, I mean, I see a similar number to that.
Great. I hear that.
Any other questions for Mr. Murphy? Well, we have him on the phone. Well, hearing none, do we need to close the public hearing before we render a decision?
President Frisbee, I move that we close public hearing.
You have a second?
Reister support.
Trustee Keller makes a motion with supported by trustee Reister. And we'll do a roll call. Trustee Merrill. Trustee Merrill,
Oh, she's frozen up.
Thumbs up.
all right, well. Trustee Reister,
Yes.
trustee Keller,
Yes.
trustee Olson,
Yes.
trustee Holmes,
Yes.
trustee Wagner,
Yes.
President Frisbee.
Yes.
Okay, and we're out of the public hearing now.
Well, we're getting close, so we should wrap this up. There's no further discussions. Entertain a motion to accept the variance request. Any one of you can do.
President Frisbee,
Are you looking
trustee
for a
Keller,
motion, or-
so moved as submitted.
Trustee Keller makes the motion to approve the request as submitted. Is there support?
Holmes,
Support.
Okay, I have Holmes, I believe, supported,
Yes.
right? Having no further questions or conversations, we'll do a roll call vote. Trustee Wagner,
Yes.
trustee Reister,
Yes.
trustee Holmes,
Yes.
trustee Keller,
Yes.
trustee Olson,
Yes.
trustee Merrill,
Yes.
President Frisbee.
Yes.
Motion unanimously passes. Congratulations, Kevin, on behalf of staff. Been an excellent team to work with.
Thank you. And likewise, I can't thank the village enough. You guys are, it's why MCM likes to be in the village. You guys really do care about the companies that are here, and we greatly appreciate the support.
Well, Kevin, we appreciate the support you give this community. So thank you.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Of course, wonderful, happy to do it.
Well, with that, if there's no further discussion, I'll call this meeting adjourned and see us all in 8 minutes for our regular session council meeting. Remember, everybody, to dial in on the different Zoom platform, right?
Correct. It'll be on the webinar platform, so be a lot more secure. So we made it
We
through
want
this
a
one.
couple extra minutes to sign in if you haven't already, so.
Yeah, I'll be bringing it up right after I shut this one down.
Okay,
All right.
well, thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks,
Congratulations,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Thank
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 you,
you.
Kevin.
Yep,
Good luck.
bye-bye.
Thank you.